It's time for the Sit and Run podcast. My name is Michael Caceres, and this is my show. Come on in, people. Relax. Why don't you sit down? Why don't you put your feet up? And if you're running, come on, push. Push through. Lift the knee. Tighten the core. Come on. Yeah, I like it. Thank you for tuning in to the Sit and Run podcast. Let's get some business aspects out of the way. If you guys have any questions, you got any feedback for me, you want to say anything to me, my email is right there, man. It's michaelstcaceres at gmail.com. That's michaelstcaceres at gmail.com. And if you would like to follow me on the social media, I got a Facebook, I got an Instagram, got a Snapchat, got a Twitter. Go ahead and check me out. It's all right there, man. All right there where it tells you what the episode is about. All the names are right there. So give me a follow. Give me a follow. What's going on, people? I got a story to tell you. I got a story. It's an interesting story. It was a good one. It was a good one. It was a crazy night last night. It was a good night. It was a good night. And I'm gonna tell you from the beginning because it was like a couple of roller coasters. So here we go. So I wake up. Yesterday. I get a text from a couple of buddies. You know, we're trying to have a guys' night. They said, "Hey man, you free tonight?" It's like, "Yeah." I get out of rehearsal at 9 p.m. They were like, "Sweet, tonight let's go to a club in San Bernardino." So I'm like, "Sick, I'm in." So I go to rehearsal. It was a fucking amazing rehearsal. I had a great time, and the actors are amazing. You know, whatever. We get out, and there was a text like right on the money. It was like 9 o'clock. They said, "Hey, what's the deal? We going?" And I where my school is, I'm all the way in Glendora, and to get all the way to San Bernardino, that's like a 45-minute drive. So I told them, I'm like, "Hey man, I'm still at school. Let me, I'll meet you guys there." So they what do you call it? They sent me a text. The group, they sent a text back in the group, and you know how sometimes like you can read a text but you can't really read a text, like you don't know if they're being serious, you don't know if they're playing, you don't know if they're being sarcastic, whatever. But when I told them I was gonna meet them there, I got a text back saying, "You better go." Now, me personally, when you tell me you better go, it's like, if you don't go, you're a fucking pussy. You're a fucking pussy. I was like, all right, like, fuck you guys. Like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Whatever. But I didn't text the group back. I didn't text the group. I didn't text the group back because I low key got a little offended. Like, you better go. It's like, bitch, I don't have to go. What if I don't want to go? Fuck you guys. But I was like, all right, you're gonna send me that you better go text. Like, you better go tonight, and if you don't go, you're a fucking pussy. So I was like, all right, whatever. When I'm done here, I'm fucking going. So I'm like, all right, theater people, I'm out. Whatever. Citrus College Theater, baby. Ow! Fucking love you guys. So I leave Citrus, and I do the old Google Maps. What's the quickest way to get to the club in San Bernardino? So I get on the 215 in that bitch, and I'm just cruising all the way over there, having a good time, listening to my music, getting ready, just chilling. And I get to the club, and I'm like, "Hey guys, here, what up?" Whatever. And I get a text back right away saying, sending you location of where we are. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm already here. What the fuck are you guys talking about? And they sent me their location. They were at a bar in Rancho Cucamonga. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You told me, we made a deal, we made a plan. We were going to San Bernardino. If you guys were going to Rancho, why didn't you guys tell me you were going to Rancho? Like, I was heated. I was mad. And they were like, "Well, you didn't text the group back, so I didn't know you were gonna go or not." Like, you're kidding, right? Like, what does that have to do with anything? You tell me where you guys are going. So I I was upset, right? So I'm like, okay, just chill out, man. Chill out, Caceres. What's the problem, man? There are worse problems in the world. There's worse problems, right? So I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And see, dude, here's the thing. This club, I don't have a lot of luck with this club. You know what I mean? Like, I've only been to that club once. The last time I was at that club, I went 0 for 10. I asked 10 girls if they wanted to dance with me, and they all said no. So I'm like, oh fuck, this is like the fucking, I don't know, it's just not my club. I don't have any luck here. I don't really want to go right now. But I was like, you know what? No. No. I'm gonna have a good time tonight. I don't need them. I'm gonna meet a couple of honeys. I'm gonna meet a couple of dudes to fucking chill with. You know, whatever. I'm gonna meet some new friends. I don't fucking need you guys. So I get in line, waiting to get into the club, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna nah, dude, I'm not going back there. I'm not going all the way back to Rancho. I'm staying here. So anyway, long story short, I ended up having a good night. Ended up having a good fucking night. So here's what happened. I'm in line, and then these couple dudes, they roll up behind me, and they're like, hey man, you ever been here before? I'm like, yeah, dude, I've been here once. It's cool. It's, you know, whatever. It's like, hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just got out of a 3-year relationship, and I'm just trying to have a good time tonight. And I'm like, oh shit, dude. Well, yeah, man. Fuck yeah, man. What's your name? You know, whatever. So we're just like, we're hitting it off, right? And he's like, yeah, man. So I got out of a 3-year relationship, and for the last couple months, I've been talking to this chick. You know, she's cool. I kind of like her. And earlier today, I was like, hey, we should hang out tonight. And she was like, yeah, let's go to this club in San Bernardino. You know, like, I'll meet you there. And he was like, fuck yeah, I'll meet you there. And apparently, she said, don't get offended if I don't hang out with you the whole time. And I told him, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Why are you here? Like, you asked her if you wanted to hang out, and then she said, I'll go, but don't get offended if I don't hang out with you the whole time. It's like, you're kidding me, right? Like, do you want to hang out with him? Do you want to be with this guy? Do you want to date this guy or not? Like, don't be, like, that's very sophomore year of high school. That's like junior year of high school. I don't even think that's senior. It is senior year stuff, but you know what I'm talking about. It's high school stuff. Why would you say that? I don't know. That's like totally killing a guy's kills my confidence. I don't even know the chick. I've never even been in that guy's situation, but he's already killing my confidence. So I'm like, all right, I'm looking at this guy. He's in shape. He's a good-looking white dude. And, he's drunk. He's feeling a little insecure. I look at him and I'm like, listen, man, you go to the gym today? He's like, yeah, man, I actually went to the gym right before I got here. He's like, good, man. Fuck that dude. Fuck that bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Like, dude, you went to the fucking gym today. You look good, man. You're gonna meet some other chick tonight. He's like, yeah, man, but I kind of like her. Her name's Belle. And I'm like, her name's Belle? Her name's Belle. No, dude. You're gonna meet a Vanessa tonight. You're gonna meet a Sabrina tonight. You're gonna meet an Amanda tonight. You don't want to fucking be with some chick named Belle. Her name's Belle. Dude, you're gonna meet a Vanessa tonight, dude. Fuck that. So he starts laughing. We're having a good time. This is how drunk he was. He like fucking hugged me already. He's like, oh, dude, you're so fucking funny. So anyway, we're having a good time. So we're in line. We get into the club. We go to the dance floor. And oh, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-daisy, we run into some chicks that they went to high school with. Sick. And there's 3 of them. There's fucking 3 guys, 3 girls. You see what I'm talking about? So I ended up having a good night. So we enter the club. We run into these girls. Like, oh my God, we went to high school together. Whatever. They're all fucking drunk. No, my name's Michael. So we're all dancing. We're all having a good time. And so I leave them. I go to the bar. I check my phone. Oh, my best friends did not text me back. So I'm like, sweet. They're definitely not going to the club. No, they're not coming to this club. Fuck you guys. I don't need you. And then what happens? Something good happened. Who tapped me on the shoulder? It was one of my fucking coworkers. I'm like, oh, dude, you gotta be kidding me. What's up, man? So this is like one of my favorite coworkers. He comes in, he's like, MC, they call me MC at work. They're like, MC, so I give him a hug, and I'm like, what's up, man? Whatever. So I tell him the whole story about how my friends fucked me over. They're in Rancho, supposed to meet here. He's like, oh, dude, that's fucked up. And I'm like, what's up with you, man? Who are you here with? He just got out of a relationship too. He was like, oh, I'm here with some chick. And I'm like, she got a friend? He's like, yeah, dude, she's got a friend. So they come over, and I'm, whatever. There's a tall redhead chick, and then there's a short blonde chick. I'm like, oh, please make the blonde chick me. Please make the blonde, because this redhead chick was taller than me, for sure taller than me. Had to have been a volleyball player. So anyway, we meet each other. We're like, whatever, we're talking, and then they go back over to the bar. So I'm like, oh, please, dude, please tell me that blonde chick's mine. Please tell me the blonde chick's mine. He's like, yeah, dude, you're good. The tall chick's mine. My coworker's like 6'3". I'm fucking 5'9". So I'm like, yeah, please tell me the blonde chick's mine. Please tell me the short, sexy blonde chick is mine. And guess what? She fucking is. Woo! So I'm fucking having a good time here. So anyway, we're hanging out, we're having a good time. The chicks go and do their thing, and I'm talking to this chick. I'm like, so what do you do? So we're just like fucking getting to know each other. She was a pretty cool chick. I had a good time. Then what happens? We go to the fucking dance floor. So fucking, I don't know what the fuck the moral of the story is, but I ended up having a good night and I did not need my best friends there. I really don't know what the moral of the story is. I guess you can say I got really offended in the beginning, and then I guess I used my positiveness. I used my heart, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna let those fuckos ruin my night. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna make my night good. And I did. I did. Went in there with my head up, my chin high. Fuck. My posture was good. My shoulders were up, looking good in my black button-up shirt, my skinny jeans. I was wearing Toms last night. I was looking good though. What I'm talking about? My hair was, I don't know. I felt good last night. I don't know. I don't know. All right, that's the podcast. I'm done. I'm done talking to you guys. That's it. I'm done. My name is Michael Caceres, and this is the Sit and Run podcast. Hey, listen, this podcast is sponsored by nobody because no one has asked me to sponsor, and I haven't asked anyone to sponsor. So if you are interested in sponsoring the Sit and Run podcast, there's my email right there. At the bottom, it's michaelstcaceres@gmail.com. Well, let's talk some business, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in sponsoring me. All right, that's it. I'm done. You guys have a good night. Good evening, good morning. Happy holidays whenever the fuck you listen to this podcast. I'll talk to you guys next week. Later.